tearing up the sod I'd spent weeks perfecting. That was the 14th time she'd done it in one summer. And to top it off, she slapped me with a $50 a week fine for poor lawn maintenance. Like I was the problem. My name's Jake Palmer, a 32-year-old coder who thought he'd bought a slice of the American dream in Pineview Meadows, only to learn that sometimes, to protect what's yours, you gotta plant a few spikes under the grass. Legal ones, of course, and watch a bully's empire flatline. I'd saved every dime from my remote software job to buy this modest house. A corner lot in a quiet suburb outside Savannah, with tree-lined streets and kids on bikes. It wasn't fancy, but it was mine, and the front lawn became my obsession. My dad, gone 5 years now, used to spend Sundays with me, teaching me how to edge a yard, how to make it sing with green. A lawn's your handshake with the world, he'd say, dirt smudged on his grin. So I poured my heart into it. Sod, native azaleas, solar lights, every blade a nod to him. Neighbors noticed, like old Mr. Jenkins with his beagle, who'd stop and say, "Place looks alive again, Jake." Those moments made me feel like I belonged, like I'd found my spot in Pineview Meadows. Then Lorna showed up, all fake smiles and a binder thicker than a phone book, labeled Willow Grove HOA rules. "I'm the president," she said, handing me muffins that tasted like cardboard. "Join our potluck. It's where connections happen." Her eyes said it wasn't optional. I skimmed the binder later, 36 pages of nonsense, from mailbox colors to a 10-inch cap on garden gnomes. Something about her, the way her charm felt like a sales pitch, put me on edge. Trouble started a week later at her HOA meeting. Her white BMW cut across my lawn to skip a U-turn, leaving tire tracks like scars. I caught her the next day, keeping it light. "Hey, Lorna, your car tore up my grass yesterday. Mine's sticking to the road." Her smile didn't budge. "Oh, Jake, it's just the corner. Everyone uses it, old owners didn't care." She waved me off. "You'll adjust." I didn't. My neighbor, Cal Turner, a grizzled ex-Marine turned mechanic, dropped by with a beer and a warning. "That's Queen Lorna," he said, leaning on my porch. "She runs this place like her personal fiefdom. Cross her, and she'll bury you in fines." He told me how she'd targeted folks before. $100 for a wrong fence, $75 for a loud kid, driving families out. My corner lot, exposed with few eyes on it, was her playground. I set up security cameras, motion sensors, the works, catching her BMW ripping through my lawn 8 times in 3 weeks. Each rut deeper, each replanting undone. I put up a sign, "Please don't drive on grass," and she yanked it, tossing it in a public bin, all on tape. Then came her HOA notice. $50 weekly for deteriorated lawn conditions. Her signature looping like a taunt. I sat on my steps, staring at the torn-up sod, Dad's voice in my head. "Nobody gets to wreck what you love, Jake." I wasn't just mad. I was done playing nice. I dove into the HOA rulebook, all 78 pages, and found a gem. Homeowners could protect their property with landscape obstacles. Cal grinned when I told him. "Ever hear of decorative boulders?" he asked, eyes glinting. "Legal, pretty, and they'll stop a tank." We spent a Saturday hauling 3 granite rocks. $100 each, blue-gray streaks, HOA compliant, to block the corner. Cal helped me sink them into the soil, measuring every inch to match the rules. "This ain't just rocks," he said, wiping sweat. "It's a line in the sand." I snapped photos, documented distances, filed it all with the HOA. Lorna cruised by next day, her face sour as curdled milk. But she couldn't touch me. The rocks matched her own garden style. A week later, though, my cameras caught her game. She hired landscapers, claiming community maintenance, and had them nudge the boulders aside. For even cutting. The workers looked uneasy, but followed her orders, her voice clear on tape. Just move it a bit. HOA business. I reset the rocks, bolted my cameras to the siding, added floodlights.
Kal shuklat.
You're climbing her hit list, kid. She struck back, calling an emergency HOA meeting to cap landscape decorations at sizes too small to stop a car. I showed up, calm, with video of her lawn-wrecking joyrides. I'm protecting my property, I said, as neighbors nodded, some whispering. Ellen Harper, a lawyer on the board, tabled the rule change, her eyes flicking to Lorna's scowl. After, Lorna shouldered past me, muttering, "You'll regret this." That night, a text from an unknown number. "We deal with misfits here." I reported it to the cops, but no dice, too vague. Morning brought the real blow. My boulders were gone, my lawn mud, an HOA sign staked in the middle area under repair, no trespassing. My cameras, tilted away, no footage. Ellen called, voice low. "HOA didn't approve that sign, Jake. Watch your back, they're circling." I was gutted, staring at the churned dirt, Dad's lessons echoing. Don't let bullies win. Lorna drove by, window down, smirking. "Your lawn's a mess, Jake. More fines coming." I didn't bite, just snapped photos, my mom's old saying in my head. Don't wrestle pigs. You'll get muddy, and they'll love it. But I was done defending. Time to fight. I built a binder, every email, video, fine. Time-stamped, organized like code. Cal reviewed it, nodding. She banks on folks quitting. You're not. We filed a formal complaint with the HOA's management company, stuffed with proof of Lorna's trespassing. Her voice on tape moving my rocks. Ellen, risking her neck, backed us, whispering about Lorna's years of bullying. "It's a pattern," she said at the grocery store, glancing around. "Systematic." The HOA hearing was a farce. Lorna's ally, Walt Grayson, claimed insufficient evidence. But the crowd stirred, some residents eyeing my videos with new respect. Lorna's fines kept coming. $1.25 for a misplaced hose, $50 for a driveway smudge. Cal called it death by paper cuts. Her way to break me. I consulted a lawyer, but the cost thousands. Felt like a trap. Then, one night, my sensors pinged. Lorna's BMW roared across my replanted lawn, but hit something. A pipe I hadn't planned yet. Popping her tire. She stormed out, fuming, and I walked up. Phone recording. "Car trouble?" I asked, cool as ice. Her face twisted. "You spiked my tire on purpose." I panned to the ruts. "You're on my lawn, Lorna. Not a road." She jabbed a finger. "I'll sue you." I smiled. "My cameras catch audio, too. Everything you're saying's saved." Her eyes flickered, uncertain. As the tow truck hauled her car away, her glare promising war. That's when the idea hit. County code allowed subsurface drainage systems to protect foundations, including metal pipes just under the sod. It was legal, clever, and perfect. I wrestled with it. Nights spent staring at the rulebook. Was I going too far, becoming the bully? Cal set me straight over coffee. "This ain't revenge, Jake. It's defense. She's got no right to your land." I hired Frank, a contractor who'd seen corner lot fights before, to install stainless steel pipes under the corner, shallow enough to puncture tires but deep enough for drainage. "Folks always think they own your yard," Frank grunted, laying the grid. I filed plans with the HOA, Ellen signing off, and added signs. Subsurface drainage, no vehicles. Lorna tried to block it, whining about aesthetics, but Ellen cited the code, untouchable. 3 days later, my cameras caught it. Lorna's BMW rolling up, pausing at the signs, then plowing over the fresh sod. A sharp pop, a hiss, and her tire was toast. She pounded my door, screaming, "You sabotaged me." I opened it, phone rolling. "You drove on my lawn, Lorna, despite warnings." She sputtered, "I'll ruin you." I shrugged. "Cops are on speed dial." Officer Tate arrived, reviewed my plans, signs, videos, and shook his head at her. "No violation here, ma'am. This is property. You drove over clear warnings." Her face crumpled, venomous. "This isn't over, Palmer." Tate's lip twitched, almost a grin. "Take it to court." Then came the kicker. Ellen tipped me off. Lorna was a realtor, slipping vague access rights clauses into home contracts, letting her claim pathways like my lawn. My deal rushed through her firm, had one buried in fine print. I hired Diane, a real estate lawyer who laughed. "This clause is garbage. Vague, undisclosed, unenforceable." She found it in dozens of neighbors' contracts, a scheme to control properties post-sale. Lorna was planning a city council run, using her HOA throne to look like a community hero. Her assistant, Tara, slipped me a USB emails, spreadsheets, proof Lorna targeted homes like mine, fining owners into distress sales, then flipping them through shell companies for profit. "She's desperate," Tara whispered at a diner. "You're exposing her." The community meeting at Cal's backyard was electric. 40 residents, 2 reporters, and a fed-up vibe. Lorna and Walt crashed it, yelling about unauthorized gatherings. But we ignored them. I laid it out, videos of her joyrides, Tara's files showing her flipping scam, Ellen's audit uncovering $28,000 in missing HOA funds. Gasps rippled as neighbors checked their deeds, finding Lorna's clauses. Cal stood, voice like gravel. "She's not protecting standards. She's stealing our homes." Residents shared stories. Fines for loud kids, forced fence moves. Walt cracked, admitting Lorna promised him a council job. "I didn't know about the flipping," he stammered. Lorna shrieked, "Lies! I'll sue you all." But her voice broke, her allies peeling away. Officer Tate showed up, taking statements on fraud and harassment. Lorna tried to bolt. "Your statement, Mrs. Mitchell," he said, firm. She unraveled, yelling, "I built this place." Cell phones caught it all, her downfall viral. The vote was swift. Lorna ousted. Ellen named interim president. She scrapped the fines, opened the books, rewrote the rules fair. Lorna faced probes from cops and the real estate board. Her license yanked, her council dreams dust. She moved away, renting a no-lawn apartment, her BMW a memory. I got compensated for the damage. My lawn lush again. We threw a barbecue on it, sign out front. HOA approved lawn, spikes optional. Walt apologized, selling his place to start fresh elsewhere. "I was blind," he said, head low. "I kept one pipe under the sod, a quiet reminder." Sitting on my porch, beer in hand, I watched the sunset glow on my grass, Dad's voice soft in my mind. "You held the line, kid." Pineview Meadows felt different. Neighbors waved freer, kids played louder, no more petty fines. Lorna's reign was a bad dream, replaced by a community that fought back. I turned a lawn into a battlefield, not for revenge, but for what was right, and it felt damn good. Was I too harsh, spiking her tires, or did she earn it? Should I have moved out, let it go? Ever face a neighborhood tyrant who pushed too far? Drop your story in the comments. I'm reading. Like, share, and let's keep our lawns free, one spike at a time.